Hi, how you doing? What's going on? Welcome to Daily Fuel. Welcome to the replay. My name is Bobby, and I'm the host of this group, The Spiritual Artist. And hang on while I get this going here. Got to turn the sound off. And yeah, I've been using this lately to see the comments and things, so that's helpful. So yeah, if you're watching in the replay, do me a favor and let me know that you're here in the replay. You can put a hashtag replay, hashtag replayer, hashtag replay person, replay artist, whatever you like. And I'm just waiting a moment here. If you're in the replay, I apologize because every time I do one of these, I wait about a minute or two for people to show up, and now somebody's showing up, so that's good. Because I don't like doing lives to nobody. But, the thing about lives is if nobody is on your live, you still have to do the live because people watch it in the replay. So I always say just pretend there's a lot of people there and just do your live the same as if they were there live with you. So Ray is here. Hello, Ray. How you doing? And we're just going to wait another minute or so for see if anybody else comes on. I can see the number starting to go up now. And we will see. So, how you doing today? Somebody is here, and I don't know who that is. It is Lazaro. How are you, my friend? Now, I know you pressed the thing. I'm not even going to talk about this anymore. I'm bored with Ecamm and its problems, okay? I am bored. So, your face, Lazaro, is not showing up, but I can see you on my phone, so we're good. Don't worry about it. All right, we're at about 2 minutes, so let's get started, okay? Coherence. Coherence means when things are kind of like in sync with each other, I guess. I don't really know what the definition of coherence is. I guess I should have looked it up first if I was going to say what it means. But I know what it means in the context of what I'm talking about today. I said it right. Cool. Your name, right? Yes, Lazaro. You know what I did? Just as a side note, this is just between you and me. Everybody else can wait a second. I don't like mispronouncing people's names, so I usually ask how they're pronounced. But in many cases, if it's a name I'm not familiar with, I'll go to YouTube and I'll look it up. How do you pronounce this? And there were 2 different videos that said Lazaro, so that's what I said, and I said it right. So that's good. Okay, it is me as well. Who's that? Aruna is here. How you doing, my friend? Okay, I'm going to ignore the comments now. I'll come back to the comments at the end, and now we're starting. Okay, good. So coherence. Coherence is when things are in sync with each other, and specifically in the context of what we're talking about, we're talking about the head and the heart, and not just your head and your heart like in a airy-fairy kind of way, but I mean literally the waves of energy that emanate from your head and that emanate from your heart. We are constantly transmitting energy into the universe, and but we do it from 2 different places. We do it from the head and we do it from the heart. And when they are in sync, then man, things are golden, right? That's what Abraham calls being in the vortex, right? That when you've got that feeling like that, you know what coherence feels like, because it feels really, really good. And you know what incoherence feels like, because it feels bad. But we can talk about this using lots of different semantics, lots of different metaphors and things. But what I'm talking about today is literally the waves of energy that can be measured. If you've heard of Dr. Joe Dispenza, I have spoken about him many times on Daily Fuel. I had gone through his program his book was called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. He also has another book. He's got a lot of books, but there's this other book called Becoming Supernatural, which is also a really good read. And in that one, he really talks about the importance of coherence. And he also talks about the importance of coherence among the different kinds of brain waves. I'm not going to get into that one today. Today, what I'm really interested in is syncing up the message that you're sending out from your brain and the message that you're sending out from your heart. And when they are in sync, that's coherence. And if you can imagine this energy wave around you emanating from your brain, right? Imagine, like, you know what a sine wave looks like, right? Well, imagine it going around you in a circle, right? Now imagine the waves that are emanating from your heart, except they're in a different pattern, right? Because now your heart is doing one thing and your head is doing another thing. Well, the waves are like hitting each other and they're all sporadic, and you get a mishmash of crap that you don't want. Some of it might be good by accident, and some of it might be not so good. Some of it might be whatever. It's just default. It's just, oh, good or this. You don't care one way or the other. You're indifferent to it, right? But if we can do some work to line those energy waves up so that the heart and the brain are coherent, where the waves of both are going with each other like that, right? Then magic happens. And according to Dr. Joe, they've measured this, and they can measure that it creates an energy wave around you that extends many meters or feet or whatever it is. It's big, and that's not really what's important. What's important is that once we get that coherence going, that's when what we want and our belief in what we want are aligned, and that's when things start to happen. So to put this into the spiritual thing, we know that it's not just positive thinking. We know that there needs to be a belief system in place, and we know that there needs to be some kind of practice to remind ourselves not to get flustered by everyday life and shenanigans of other people. So there are 3 things that I want to talk about that might help you get the coherence going. The first one is, and we've talked about this before, meditation and breathing. Now, I talk about meditation a lot. Meditation is a big part of my daily energy work. If you like to meditate, then that's great. If you don't like to meditate, the important part, I think, about for coherence is actually the breathing part. When I do my meditations, I do deep breathing. You don't have to be in meditation to do deep breathing. In fact, when I'm on Daily Fuel, I hardly do breathing at all. But when you're doing deep breathing, the idea is to sort of calm down and relax. And what happens is it gets your heart into coherence. It gets the waves going. Breathing is like a magical thing that we can do. And when you're controlling it and you're thinking about it and you're conscious of your breathing and you're doing it deeply and slowly, then that is going to help with the coherence and getting those waves in sync. Now, there are a couple of things that can get it out of sync, too, that happen to us all day long. So the other 2 things I want to talk about are things to work on, to avoid. Well, the second one is something to avoid. The first one is something to work on. So your belief system. You could do all the breathing in the world, and you'll feel really good, except if your belief system is kind of messed up, then as soon as you're done with your energy work, your meditation, a walk, or whatever it is that you like to do where you're doing that breathing, now you've gotten yourself into coherence, and you come out of it, and you go to work, or you go to do your art, or you go to, some other thing that you do in daily life. And you get hit in the face with reality. You get hit in the face with things, And what happens is your belief system, if you're not working on that, is going to trip you up where your head is no longer going to remain in coherence with your heart. Your heart wants what is amazing for you. Your head is going, yeah, but that, or, oh, how are we going to get that done? Or that's not possible, It's a really tricky thing, and I want to think about how my friend Landon has this thing that he says to me all the time. He says the word believe, right? You are believing something when you be living it, right? He likes to play with words, and it's a really good thing for me to remember, because if I find myself doing my time jump, say, and I am catching the rhythm of that future version of me, and I'm saying that version of me has this thing that I want, is living this life that I want, and now I can sort of catch the rhythm of what it feels like, and that might help me to latch on to a belief about it. Because if I am so ingrained in a belief that that's not possible, that's going to take 10 years, that's going to take $1 million, that's going to take 57,000 people, whatever, there's a million reasons why this thing that you want is impossible. Not possible, right? But it is, because that guy's got it, and I've seen this one do it, and those people are doing it. Why not me? And we need to change our belief system to believe that we actually can do it, and that we're worthy of doing it. I'm touching on so many things in this that I feel like each one of these worthiness and believing in yourself, all of these can be their own daily fuels. They can all be a series of daily fuels, for crying out loud. Today, what I really want to do is just introduce this concept of coherence, because I'm going to be referring to it a lot in the future, of getting our head and our heart in sync. And the belief system is a big part of that. And I think, and the third thing that I want to mention is the people around you, because the people around you can make or break this. If you have people around you that are supportive and believe in you and like to tell you, like, hey, you're doing a good job, or yes, this is a good, it doesn't mean they have to, blow smoke up your ass. They don't have to tell you something is great when it's not, but you also don't want people around you who are naysayers, who are like, do you ever have a great idea for something and you tell somebody like, oh man, I want to do this, and oh, I don't know, that sounds really hard, or so-and-so tried something like that and failed, it's like, thanks, you know what, forget it. And that's one of the reasons that I wanted to create this group, was to create a space for us to be able to say, hey, what do you think of this? Or, some of you just want to post your art and get praise. And I think that's great, because we need that ego boost sometimes. And maybe you don't have a place to share your art that anyone cares. And this can be the place for that. And others of you, there was a guy today, I'm sorry, darn, his name just went right out of my head. He's new to the group, and he just said today, he's like, I want to start making these bracelets, these things, but I'm not sure if they're good enough. And the only people that are telling me anything are my friends, and I don't know if they're telling me that it's good because they're good, or if they're telling me that they're good because, they're my friends and they don't want to hurt my feelings. So, you want friends around you. You want people around you who are supportive, but you also kind of want people around you who are going to help lift you up. It's that whole thing. It's like you are the culmination of the 5 closest people in your life. If they're all bringing you down in some way, then you're not going to get to the level that you want to get to. So those are the 3 things that I just wanted to introduce this today. The coherence is your heart and your brain. The energy from them are coherent, right? As opposed to incoherent, where they're all over the place. We can do this. We can make it happen through deep breathing and meditation. We can work on our belief system to maintain that coherence once we've got it going. And we can really pay attention to the people we have around us, whether they are helping us maintain that coherence, helping us find that coherence, or if they're going, kicking us out of it. So those are the things I wanted to bring up today. We will explore this more in depth as time goes on. This phase 2 of Daily Fuel and this group is only just beginning. And the last thing I'm going to say before I go to the comments, you probably saw I posted an event for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing Daily Fuel as I normally would, except it's an important one, and it's important. Hopefully it's important to you, but it's very important to me. And I'm hoping that as many people as possible who are interested in this group can join me tomorrow live, because I want to lay out where I'm taking my business as it relates to this group. And I would really appreciate whatever feedback I can get from you, because there are things that I want to create, but I have so many options and ideas of what to do. I don't want to make something or move in a direction with the group that nobody cares about. I want to make sure that it fits for all of us, because they're all good for me. And it's just like, what do I do? Right? So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be tomorrow's Daily Fuel. I'm going to go to the comments now. And wow, that's a lot. Wow, that's a lot of comments. Okay, you said it right. That was Lazaro. Hey, Bobby, it's me as well. I don't know who that is. Hey, Bobby, it's me. Oh, I read that one. That was Aruna. And then who is that? I can't even read that name. Oh, that's Lazaro. Yeah. That's laughing, right? Ja, that's laughing. That's ha, 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 right? In Spanish. We write H's, and sometimes I see the J's and I get confused. And then I remember. So Robin, I can see you with the flowers. Hi. My hugs make waves. Yes, they do, Ray. Actually, they really do. When you do your hugs and the post, I think that the posts in this group and the praise that we give each other and the support that we give each other really makes these waves and really creates something for all of us to latch onto and to ride. That's why I love this group so much. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I haven't really been active in regular Facebook lately because it wasn't, not that it's not safe out there, but what I am trying to create was still in this seedling phase, and I have not yet been ready to share it with a wider audience yet, because out there in real Facebook is all the negativeness, all the people who are like, what is that? No, didn't you try this before? Blah, 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 blah. But I know in here I can say anything, and then even if I change my mind tomorrow, it's safe here, and I really appreciate that. So there's some things. That's Mike Jacques. Hello, Mike. How are you? I think this might be your first Daily Fuel. I don't remember seeing you here before. I like to say shout out to new people. So welcome to Daily Fuel. Mike says foundation fire. Cool. Yes, Mike. And breathing. I probably said the word foundation and you said foundation fire. But now, as you can see, so much time has gone by that I don't remember even saying that word. But that's what I'm guessing. Breathing. Robert Donahue is watching. That's my dad. Hey, Dad. How you doing? Hi, Bob. He says. Hi, Dad. Nice to see you. And Mike Jacques goes like this. You, Mike, do not show up on the eCam. That could be because eCam doesn't work still, or it could be because you didn't click the eCam link to do the permission. So, Mike, do me a favor and click that link for the next time you come in. It's on every Daily Fuel. When it says the video is starting soon, there's a link. It says ecam.com, something or other, and some numbers. Just click that and do the permission. You quit working, says Ray. You quit working? What? I don't know what I said. Did I quit working? I didn't quit anything. Change the thought process, says Lassero. Yes, you're just saying along with what I said before. Robin says, yeah, my parents, naysayers, unfortunately. That stinks. You know what? I'm glad my dad is here today because my dad was not a naysayer. My dad growing up was always a very much yes-sayer. I wanted to become a musician and he bought me a keyboard and I learned how to play and then I started learning how to sing. And to this day, I am still a musician. And I wanted to switch from engineering to go to graphic design and he said, do it, and I did, and here I am. So to my dad, since you're here today, thank you. And so yeah, if I think that parents can be a tremendous asset or drag, and definitely the people in your life that you need to inspect. How are they helping me or hindering me? Like what is the relationship that I want to maintain here, specifically because of that. So yeah, that kind of stinks for you, Robin. I'm sorry to hear that. But Robin said, I tell my great ideas and dreams and I get nothing. Yeah, I hear you. Not so much my dad. Well, that's good. Dads are better, right? Teaser for tomorrow. Wow. Okay. What's that? Oh, the teaser for the leaves. Is that what you mean? And Barbara is here. Hi, Barbara. How you doing? Barbara, this is good. Unlearning the belief that it can't happen can be done. Who put those beliefs there? Society, family, friends? Yes, yes, yes. Who was the authority there? Truth is, we are the authority, but don't realize this power we actually have. The thing in our mind that says we can't, don't believe it because it's not the truth. It's not. It's really not. We can do, be, have anything we want. We've heard these words before. The belief system is up to us to create. And in most cases, if you're already in your 30s or older, your belief system is also yours to deconstruct because we were given a belief system. We were given a belief system from our parents, which was built on their belief system. Sorry, Dad, right? And then I'm doing it to my kids because I have a belief system too. And now they're growing up in the paradigm of my belief system and my wife's belief system and the school system's belief system and, grandparents and neighbors and friends and society in general, right? all of these things create this belief system that when you get out into the real world and start doing your thing, you have parameters that are limiting. It's like, oh, I can do anything I want. Well, I can make this business, but I can only take it this far, or I can only do it this way because that's the way it's done. And you do it without even realizing that you're creating these, that you're implementing these limits. As an example, I've said before, it's like I knew I wanted to start a group. I knew I wanted to create something out of this group, but I knew I didn't want to make a group to build an audience to sell you some coaching program. I was like, man, I did that the last time because that was like as far as I could think. I couldn't think creatively enough to figure out, like, what do I want to make? And even like when I started this group in September, I'm going to get into this more tomorrow, because tomorrow is when I'm going to tell you what I came up with, that I'm excited about. But, it's like the reason it took me from September to now to come up with it was because I had to deconstruct the limiting beliefs that were imposed upon me, and then that I just kept reinforcing. I'm not a kid anymore, so once you get to this point in your life, it's your thing. It doesn't matter that my parents taught me something when I was 10 or 12. It's decades later now, so it's up to me to decide, what, that was a good lesson, that was a good lesson, and that one was not, so I'm going to discard that one, and I'm going to figure it out this way moving forward, because I'm a grown-up and I'm allowed to do that. Robin, can't wait. I saw you post that, and I know what you mean. You can't wait for tomorrow's thing, because I was talking about doing the special live tomorrow, and I saw the can't wait pop up. Ordinarily, I'd read that, and I wouldn't know what the hell you can't wait for, but I saw it. We need to surround... somebody's saying something here. Where did everybody go? There's Mike. I read that. Can't wait. Lacero, we need to surround ourselves with people that will lift us up. Yes. Absolutely. And that's one of the biggest things that I think we're doing here is there's only upliftment here. And I'm excited about that. Barbara says, it's safe here, going back to this being a safe space to share. Yes. And I love that I can be a part of this. Thank you. I love that you can be a part of this as well. And Marsha is here. Hi, Marsha. Hi, Marsha. That was weird. My voice trailed for a second there. Darn late again. Hello, Bobby. Hello, Marsha. How you doing? You're welcome, Bob. I always love you. Well, that's my dad. I don't even have to look and see who that is. I hope that's my dad. Lost the sound. That I also don't need to look and see who it is. my dad. Okay. I love my dad. Barbara, you said it all about the belief system. So true. And I'm in the process of deconstructing my belief system, like you said. Thank you. I think I should do a whole daily fuel on belief system because it's really important. And I only just glossed over what I think of it today. So I'll keep that in mind. And Robin says, sometimes the most imposing beliefs are our own to ourselves. Absolutely. Absolutely. The whole thing of worried about what people are going to think of you, or gee, I tried this before and it didn't work out, and now I'm trying it again. People might think I'm a weirdo. You know what? I'm overthinking if people think I'm a weirdo. I really don't care. I am the one who has to live my life, so I'm going to keep doing weird things until I get it the way that I like it. And if somebody's got a problem with that, I don't care. All right, well, I guess that's the last comment, so I'm allowed to leave now. And I appreciate you being here and hanging out with me today. Nope, it's not the last comment. And that is Marsha. Negative, right? Yeah, negative people in your life. Hang on. Negative people in your life can be so destructive to what you are trying to create or just be. Must form our own beliefs. Yeah, exactly. You're adding to what we just were saying. So true. I'm gonna have to remember to do one on belief systems because I think that the belief system that you have is probably going back to Mike's. What do you call it? It's that foundational thing. If your belief system isn't there, then it doesn't matter how much breathing and meditation and walking and yoga you do, because you're just going to leave that and go right back into your belief system of I can't, or it takes too much, or it'll take too long. The belief system needs to change. Somebody's saying bye. I'm guessing again that's my dad, and it is, because he would say bye. Bye. And I will, I'm leaving too. So have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. And you know what? I'm calling it, Dad. You get the booby prize today. So watch your mailbox. Actually, I shouldn't say that to you, because you will watch your mailbox, because I actually know your address. Actually, I don't know your address. My dad just moved, so I don't know your address. All right, I will talk to you guys later. I will see you tomorrow. If you can make tomorrow's live, I would really appreciate it, even if only in the replay, to add your input to things. Tomorrow is going to be a transitional day for my business, and I would really appreciate your input and your honest feedback on my ideas. So have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.